Good evening, everybody. We'll be just starting in 2 minutes. Good evening, everybody. I hope I'm audible. आवाज आ रही है, guys? Okay. Thank you, Khushi. Good evening, Vandana. Hello, Himanshi, Aditi, Khushi, Rini, and Vandana. So let's begin our class. Today's class we'll be talking about critical reasoning. As usual, we are discussing some passages and solving the questions. We'll be doing the same. However, in the last class, we left couple of slides that we'll cover today also. So is there anybody who did not attend the yesterday's class? Is there anybody? Okay, Khushi, you did not attend the yesterday's class.
So yesterday's class or last class?
Yesterday's class.
No, sir, we are
Yesterday's
not in that batch.
no. Yesterday's verbal class.
So that is for the stellar batch.
Okay. So it's okay then. I'm not discussing that, and let's concentrate on the critical reasoning then. I have a choice. I'll giving it to you. Tell me, critical reasoning passages we'll be discussing. So hard passage or a medium passage? Which one you will pick? Okay, medium, hard. Medium. Medium gets more votes. Why not hard, by the way? Okay, then let's go with medium. 2 votes for medium. Is the passage visible? Just quickly read a couple of lines and tell me. I hope we haven't done this passage earlier. Just confirm. I believe we haven't done it. Yeah, cool. Let's read the passage and then we have questions. Let's read first 2 paragraphs, then I'll scroll down. Done reading? Okay. Okay, you might have read the full passage. Everybody must have done that. Now let's move to the questions. So this was a normal passage, medium passage, where author is clearly stating what he wants to say. Language is not so tough as well. Let's move to the questions. The passage says the vaccine's efficacy has not been proven and it should not be thrust on people. Also, the government should not pressurize the recipient in any way. Which of the following, if true, would strengthen the argument? These are the best choices. Okay, Renee. Okay, two choices. Fine. So I've got A, B, C both as an so all three as an answer. This is the passage stage. We have to prove which of the following, if true, would strengthen the argument. The point is that it has been not been proven how much effective it is, and it should be thrust on the people. Plus, the government should not pressurize the recipient in any way. So we have to strengthen. He is immediately keeping him out. So this cannot be the answer ever. Correct? Because he's saying that government should not pressurize. And it is pressurizing. So B cannot be the answer. Now ultimately either A or C. So B, this B plus this all are out. Either A or C. First choice says the principal of the city medical college refuted to get vaccinated, and health minister not saying something, not doing something is fine, but he's appreciating the principal's stance. That okay, you have done a good job. You don't require to get vaccinated. That's the point. Or he is going and get vaccinated with a smile. With a smile means like he is not forced. And health minister appreciate his gesture. Now I think it will be better for you to determine the answer. So that means it's up to the people whether they are going or not. But government cannot pressurize them in any way. If we have to strengthen the point, only first one is the right answer, guys, not the third one. I hope it is clear because in the third one he is going and getting vaccinated. Good. Let's move to the second question. What can be inferred from the passage? In case you want to see passage again, I can show you. Go ahead. Very good, Rini. Quickest and correct. Good job, Aditi. Correct, Khushi. Very good, Vandana. Everybody is correct. Nice. Good job. So four students are answering, rest are not answering. I'm assuming that you have identified and got it. The correct answer has to be the D only. Rest are very extreme, somewhat extreme. That's why we cannot keep them as an answer. Moving to third one. Very good, Rini. Again, quickest and correct. Correct, Aditi. So they have mentioned in the passage, you just have to derive it to the right conclusion and simply you can get to the right answer. Very good, Rini and Aditi. No, Vandana, check again. They have a vaccine, beta. It's talking about efficacy of vaccine, whether it is efficient or not. That is a doubtful. So question was talking about he has a reservation about the efficacy of vaccine which is produced in India. So he's not sure whether the vaccine which is produced in India is correct or not. Why he's thinking? Because vaccines in US and UK were tested and proved to be successful, but not in India. That is the reason he's thinking that direction. Okay. This says that he needs, when India needs a vaccine. So yes, India obviously needs a vaccine and they have a vaccine. The question is like whether he is understanding his point or not. मतलब whether he is just thinking कि इसकी efficacy सही है या नहीं है. This was the point. This was the issue. So fourth question, statement. What is the nature of the choice? On the part of an individual to choose or to not to choose a vaccine on the basis of threats versus safety. ये जो statement दिया हुआ है, accordingly, what do you think? Good job, Rini. Correct, Khushi. What do you think, Vandana, about fourth question and rest of you as well? Quickly answer. That's easy question. You don't have to think much about it. Very good, Khushi. Absolutely correct. The answer has to be logical and rational. C is the right answer. Fifth one. The passage says it is their experience that will proclaim and influence in choices of the vaccine among the larger population. Who the author referring to when he says there? Who is there he's referring to? That's the question. Good job, Aditi. Quickest and correct. Very good, Rini and Achra. Correct answer. So I hope now you have understood how simply we can provide these answers. No, Vandana. This is spirituality is something which is out. That's the reason A shall be the right answer. Okay. Let's come to the next passage. Talks about the greenhouse emissions. Word to the passage so we can move to the questions. Okay, no problem, Vandana. Let's read this one. Let's start the questions now. But before moving to the questions, can someone tell me what the passage is talking about, or what is the main claim of the author? Go ahead, Rini.
Human activities and humans creating greenhouse gases increases the risk of wildfires and forest fires.
Okay. Author agreeing to this part?
Yes, the author is agreeing to this part.
Okay. Fine. Fine. So he is blaming humans, right?
Yes, sir.
We can say so. Fine. Let's move to the questions. So, which of the following, if true, would strengthen the contentions made in the passage? So, you know now what is the contention that the author has made in the passage. Drive to the answer. Are you sure, Rini?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Correct. Very good, Akshara and Khushi. So, three correct answers I've got. What do you think, Vandana? Akshara and Aditi? No, Akshara has given the answer. Sorry, Akshara. What do you think, Aditi and Vandana? Okay, so fourth is the right answer. Let's move to the seventh question. Which of the following, if true, could add a new dimensions to the cause of wildfires? So whatever causes of wildfires he has talked about or understood, it will gonna add a new one. Here I'm getting different answers. Okay. We have to see which activity is not done by the human and causing wildfire shall be the answer, because we are giving a new dimension. All the human activities wherever human involved has already been mentioned and talked about the author. We need to identify something which is where author is, I mean, human is not doing anything. Let's go one by one. A. Rumors spread on social media that these activities were deliberately setting fire and causing wildfire in order to loot property that was being evacuated. So to loot property, like that's how people, human, A out. B. The very high population level in nearby Delhi could have resulted in wildfire in Uttarakhand. So again, population level in Delhi nearby the area, again human is involved in it. See, our fire seasons here in California. So there is a fire season in California, have an average expended by 75 days. And this is what they are saying. So this is a season that they're talking about. Fire seasons have in California have an average expended by 75 days. So it has been expended. That's the reason fire is increasing. D. Recent extreme weather is a major factor behind why so many wildfires are burning at the same time. Talking about extreme weather. So why the extreme weather has been there? Because of the human activity, obviously, which has been mentioned in the passage itself. And the last is none of the above. So the ultimately correct answer has to be the C answer. Where they talk about our fire season in California have an average expanded by 75 days. Now you might be thinking that why are we talking about California here? It's just because we need to provide a new dimension to cause of wildfires. Clear everybody? Good job Akshara and Himanshi and Rini. Let's move on. Which one of the following, if true, would best challenge the conclusion of the passage? Challenge the conclusion, okay? Very good, Rini. Good job, Kushi. Correct, Akshara. Correct, Aditi. Good. Very good. Everybody is getting right answer. Good job, Vandana. C is the right answer. Let's come to the ninth question. Which of the following can be inferred from the passage? So what can be inferred from this? Good job, Rini. Yes, Kushi. Correct. Very good, Aditi. Is that the only one, Akshara? Vandana, is that the only one? The right answer shall be A, B, C, all three. Correct, Akshara. Okay, all three shall be the right answer. Although they exactly or specifically these cities' names not mentioned in the passage, but this is what we can clearly infer from the passage, right? Come to 10th one, please. Last question for this paragraph. Then we'll move to the next paragraph. Next passage.
So can you please show the passage for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Check what are the properties.
Yes, sir, done.
Are you sure, Rini?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I would like to discuss this question with you guys, getting different answers. Where they've written clearly about this.
The last para, first line.
To get a wildfire to ignite and spread, you need suitable weather conditions. You need warm, dry, and windy conditions. So there should be warm, dry, and windy. Okay, let's see where the warm, dry, and windy. It's not warm, it's dry and windy, but it's not warm. Correct? So last one goes away, as well as this one goes away.
So there is no case of wildfire.
Oh, I'm so sorry. In spite of high relation. Okay, okay. I read it wrongly. Makes sense. Great. I'm so sorry. I could not pay attention to it. The right answer has to be last one. Because there is a humidity, but uh, whether it is cold or whether it is not cold, not possible. So like when the humidity is there, it cannot be warm or dry. That's why the right answer has to be all the three. Khushi, Manshi, Vandana, understood?
It's a humid weather conditions, so they give they give blaze to the wildfires, no? So why humid?
A second. They are
The
saying
dry, yeah.
warm, dry, and windy. Three conditions we needed, right?
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Okay, so when I come here, it says humid and windy. When the humidity is there, that means it's wet. So wet and windy. That's the meaning it comes out.
Okay.
Get the idea?
Yes, sir.
That's why we are including this one.
Okay, sir.
Oh, okay, Vandana. So that's why all three shall be the right answer. If we are not selecting this answer choice, that means this is opposite. In case we are not selecting it, that means it is opposite. That means if this is the situation, then wildfire can occur. Okay, that's how we can do it. Let's come to the passage number 3. Yes, Rini, for sure. Done reading? Let's move to the questions now. I hope you have read the passage. Author is clearly stating his points, what he wanted to say. Now he's saying what is the paradox that he has cited in the passage. Good job, Rini. No, Khushi. Very good, Aditi, Akshara, and Himanshi. Khushi, the problem is with the land use modifications. This is in the second last paragraph, you can see. Okay, so it has to be A as an answer. B has a problem because it's clearly mentioned here. So these aerosols could be the car exhaust and biomass burning. That's why A is the right answer only. Let's move to the next question. 12. Okay, very good. No, Khushi, that's not right because of the same reason what we read in the passage. So it should be only A and B. Aerosol is reducing the risk. The answer has to be A and B. Let's come to the 13th now. Shall I show you the passage? If needed, let me know. I hope you have understood the question. Good job, Akshara. Rini, just check again. I mean, I'll discuss. I not should not say anything. No, no, no. You are right or wrong. I don't know. You just check on yourself. Okay, let's discuss. In 2100, greenhouse gas discharges are anticipated to increase the risk of terrible wildfire by at least this percent in all these places. How much is X percent? How shall I determine this? Can someone tell me, please? How shall we do this? So for that, we'll move to the passage. At what he is trying to say about 2100. Okay, so at least this much will be there. Let's see. So is there anyone mentioned about 2100? But they talked about 2019. 10 years ago. I hope you understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what do you think shall be the final answer? See guys, here he said 2019 के अंदर at least 60% हो जाएगा in these जगहों. Anticipated to increase the risk of credible wildfire at least by 60%. इसका मतलब 2100 में 60% से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, कम होना चाहिए. That's what we have to check. 2005 के अंदर ही 25% एंटिसिपेट किया जा रहा है at these places. Okay? अब आपको देखना है what you can derive to. So it is more than 25%, less than 40%, 40%, more than 40 but less than 60 or more than 60. More than 60%, right? Because by 2019, 60% at least would be there. Any confusion, anybody? Himanshi, is it clear? Okay, great. Let's come to the 14th question. Okay. It's same as what we have done earlier as well. Akshara, check again. Rini, it's correct. What was the answer for the 11th one? Just check. Did we mention biomass burning and land use modification together? No, right? Based on that, you can identify. Land use modification, not possible. So biomass and aerosol, as it is mentioned. Biomass and aerosol. So answer has to be B. A and B both. Okay, everybody. Let's move to the next last question for this PDF. Okay. Less burning of living and dead vegetations. Less car running on fossil fuels. More are running on batteries. Not a single person wrong. Everybody is correct. Great job. Great job. Um, I have my personal argument, one argument. So, like, you have done a great job, all of you. We have completed these, and the correct answer shall be the all the three. Acha, I have one my personal argument. Can I share that with you?
Yes, sir.
My argument is that girls are more intelligent than boys. This is my conclusion. Girls
Yes,
are
sir.
no evidence is needed, sir. Right?
Yeah, sir. No evidence needed.
No evidences. It's a fact. Okay, fine. So I'll tell you. See, this is the argument that I'm giving you, and it's my personal argument. I'll be giving evidence as well. So I believe that the girls are. What was my argument, by the way?
More intelligent.
Huh. Girls are more intelligent than boys. That is my argument. I mean, main claim. Support Kili premise I'll provide you. Premise is we have done 3 passages and 15 questions less than 1 hour. And you all are girls. No, not a single boy student we have in this class today. And you all completed all the 15 questions with 3 passages within less than 1 hour. Generally, it it takes more than 1 hour. Generally. So earlier I was thinking that you're not intelligent because majority of you told me, sir, let's go with medium passages. But you guys proved that you guys, I mean, girls are more intelligent than boys. Why? Because you were able to complete all this content in less than 1 hour. This is what my premise. What is my assumption?
Assumption is that the boys will not be able to do the same amount of questions in the same time.
True. It is. It is. Very good. Based on that, there is no reason me to stop you to show the difficult passage. Have you done this earlier, guys?
Yes, sir. This one we have done.
This have done? Okay, okay. And what about this one?
No, sir.
Okay. So prove my fact, prove my claim correct. Okay. I'm thinking an analogy that, okay, you were correct on those passages, you will correct for this passage as well. Will not disturb you more. Go ahead, read the passage. Sorry. That's it. This is the small passage. First confirm once it is done. Okay, cool. Fine, please provide me the answer for the first question. Okay, very good, Khushi. Rini, check again, beta. No, Rini. No, Akshara, check again. No, Himanshi, check again. No, Aditi, check again. No, Vandana, beta. In this question, I got A, B, C, D, all three choices as an answer. Why you? They are asking what is the central issue with the passage? Guys, were you able to identify the main idea, the main argument of the passage? Author क्या कहना चाह रहा है? समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो उसी को देखते हुए प्रोवाइड मी द आंसर और इनफैक्ट टेल मी व्हाट एग्जैक्टली ही इज राइटिंग. क्यों क्यों लिखा है उसने पैसेज? क्या मेन क्लेम है उसका?
सर इन द एंड वो बता रहा है कि इसकी जो ये वाली बुक है उसमें इतने क्रिटिकल रिव्यूज नहीं आए हैं जैसे नॉर्मली ऐसी एंटरटेनमेंट बुक्स में आते हैं बिकॉज ही इज अज्यूमिंग दैट वो टेक्सचुअली इतनी टफ थी कि आधे लोगों को समझ ही नहीं आया टेक्स्ट अच्छी तरह से, तो
ठीक
इसीलिए
है,
उन्होंने क्रिटिक सही से नहीं करा है.
ठीक है. खुशी.
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe this passage में the author is talking कि how a novel कैसे उसने टाइप ऑफ लाइक किन चीज़ों को हाईलाइट किया है, एंटरटेनमेंट को, मॉडर्न अमेरिकन कल्चर को, और कैसे लोगों को समझ नहीं आया, कुछ क्रिटिक्स उस पर अपना बेस नहीं रख पाए हैं, एंड उसके फिर रीजंस बताए हैं कि कैसे क्या कुछ लोगों के व्यू थे, क्या मेटा क्रिटिकल और वो सब इश्यूज थे उस पर.
तो ये जो भी आप बोल रहे हैं कि ऑथर कह रहा है कि भाई मैंने इतना कुछ किया लेकिन लोगों को समझ नहीं आया, इज दैट द सिचुएशन?
नो.
नो, ओके.
सर ये ऑथर तो बुक का रिव्यू दे रहा है ना.
अच्छा, ठीक है. परफेक्टली राइट. ये तो क्रिटिक है, मतलब बुक का रिव्यू दे रहा है. ओके, ठीक है. पॉइंट टू बी नोटेड. यू गाइस आर करेक्ट. फिर आप अलग अलग आंसर्स क्यों दे रहे हैं? लेट्स सी वन बाय वन. A answer choice. The degree to which entertainment is the most representative thing in modern society. Is it the central issue? To what degree the entertainment is most representative thing in modern society? आप लोगों ने कहा is talking about book. He's saying why people didn't understand might be very tough. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है इसके अंदर. Then why A selected? Second, B. The reasons for the critical response to the novel Infinite Jest. ठीक है, at least critical response की बात हो रही है, at least novel की बात हो रही है, so I'll keep it. See whether entertainment deserves a central place in the modern world's viewpoint or not. Again, talking about modern world's viewpoint, central point, but not talking about novel. Last one, the complex relationship between Rollins and his literary critics. Talking about the author and his relationship with critics. But we are talking about the novel, right? So if I talk about the novel, only B is the answer that I'm left with. Then why you guys were giving me A, C, and D answers? The correct answer shall be B only. This is the only choice which is talking about novel. So एक तरह से देखा जाए तो you will find that it is the easy question, but it has a language in such a way which is confusing you guys. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see the second question. No, Kushi. check again what we can infer from the passage. Like, I should not be so early to say something. So let's keep it. I've got different answers. Okay. Sorry, Akshara, your answer is correct. And Khushi, your answer is also correct. Rini and Aditi, not right. Correct, Rini. That's right answer. No, Aditi. देखो, what we can infer from the passage. यहाँ देखते हैं what they have written. They have written, it would be expected that a novel by a figure as controversially brilliant and difficult as David Foster Wallace would attract both the adoration and ire of literary critics. ठीक है. साथ साथ में further, where a novel addresses a ceaseless consumption of entertainment that constitutes American culture that does his masterpiece, it would be surprised if critic didn't take a jab. So he is saying कि अगर कोई नॉवल इस चीज को एड्रेस कर रहा है और फिर भी उस पे कोई कुछ नहीं कह रहा तो इट्स सरप्राइजिंग. Understood? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
That is the reason this A shall be kept as an answer. So, not responding. Just a second. Understood why A is the right answer? Let's move to the next question. Third one. Which of the following if true would cast the most doubt on the author's conjecture about the reason that the critical response to infinite jest? You have to make it beacon. Correct answer, Akshara. Rest are not correct. Can you describe, Akshara, how did you get it? Or maybe Himanshi, you can describe it. Yes, Akshara, go ahead.
Sir, I eliminated the other option.
Okay. Himanshi, anyway, I mean, how did you get the right answer? Okay. So the correct answer, let's identify. we have to weaken that what is author's conjecture about the reasons that the critical response to the infinite system. What author was trying to say that it is very, very difficult, that he didn't understand. It was very difficult. So this is what has been described here by the B answer choice. Author clearly is commenting in public and saying that the interpretation by mentioned by or conveyed by the several critics convey the intended meaning of his work. So when author himself saying that yes, whatever interpretation has been made, they are saying the right meaning of my work. That means it was not difficult and others understood it. So this is what weakening the answer.
So, but even if they are saying it is difficult, the author agrees with it. So that
Well,
doesn't whatever the author he's
sorry, I
saying
didn't get
whatever
you. Hmm,
he's saying that whatever review the critiques are giving, all the
correct,
reviews are correct.
correct.
So if the critique says that it is very complex and difficult to understand, then also he is correct.
No, if he says that
Whatever.
whatever critics spoken about, and they are not right, then it is strengthening it.
So, but here it is not mentioned, no, what they are saying.
No, no, no,
Here
no.
it is just said that the author has commented that interpretations offered by several critics convey the intended meaning. So the critique could also have said that it is very complex, and it is very complex. So how
Might
is
be,
that?
might be. Ultimately, the thing is like the passage was saying that no one understood it.
So
No
exactly.
one.
So sir, so
Okay,
shouldn't C
okay.
option be correct?
No, no, no. C cannot be the answer. C says literary critics are seldom correct in their interpretations. If they are seldom correct in their interpretations, why? What is the issue then?
Then the author's review is it has like very few chances of being correct.
Boom.
Whatever the author is saying, it has very few chances of the thing being correct because literary critics are seldom correct in their interpretation. So wouldn't that cast
No,
doubt on the
no,
author's
no.
conjecture?
The interpretation is like literary critics are seldom correct. So if they are not correct here, if they were not able to understand here, how does it matter? It's not a big deal then. He's not surprised. He must not be feeling so bad, or he must not be thinking much about it. You get it?
No, sir, I didn't get this one.
Okay. What was the issue in the passage?
The critics found the book too complex to understand.
Correct. So that means critics didn't say anything. Why they didn't say anything? The author is speculating. That might be
That
that
because it is
couldn't have
complex.
understand. Right. They might have not be able to understand. That's why they haven't said anything. Correct. Now,
Yes, sir.
author is coming publicly and saying that okay, whatever critics has spoken, they this has the intended meaning of my work. They are conveying the right meaning of my work. If they are stating this point, if author is stating this point, what does it mean? Was it so complex that they didn't understand? No, they understood, because whatever they are intending, they are able to understand. Is that clear or not?
Yes, the
Now,
intended meaning in the sense they have understood the book.
that's it. Now, what they have said to the public, whether public understood it or not, and whether they have said that it is very complex or not, doesn't matter, because author is not thinking about the public. Author is thinking that literary critics didn't understand. And here B answer choice clearly says that they understood. Clear? Now,
Yes, clear.
C answer choice says that literary critics seldom correct in their interpretations. So if they are seldom correct in their interpretations, why are we, creating this issue then? This passage should not have been written in that scenario. That's what the point is. So C answer choice does not weaken it, because we are not saying whether their points are correct or their points are incorrect. We're talking about whether they understood or they didn't understand. So ultimately, C choice is out of scope, not weakening. Understood?
Yeah, sir, understood.
Okay. Fourth,
So please show the last sentence again.
I don't know why I'm not able to show you last sentence. Can you see that?
No, sir.
Let me share again. I'll tell you the last sentence. Last sentence was saying that what if they could not understand? So that was a question that he raised. Let me just close and open it again. Give me a second. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please read the last sentence. Now I'll show you the choices. That's correct, Khushi. No, Akshara. That's right, Rini. One of them is the answer. No, Himanshi. No, Akshara. Dekho, what author is trying to say? But what if the truth were a little more disturbing? वो क्या है? That nobody could understand. Is he posing a question? Is he asking a question? Is he suggesting that author's agreement with the idea that the newness of infinite jest was of the comment? I mean, author is agreeing or not agreeing was the reason? It criticizes readers and critics for their failure to understand. So does it criticize readers and failures to understand? No, he is not sure. He's just speculating. This could be the reason, but what if the reason is like this? That means he's not sure. Okay. B says if it poses a question. No, he does not poses a question. He's speculating for himself, not posing a question to the academic commentators, and not saying that they have failed to ask, or they fail to justify, or they fail to understand. The answer has to be D. He is just presenting an alternative observation. Because he has mentioned here, one reason could be this, and another one could be this. That way he has written.
Okay, sir.
Understood?
Got it. Yeah,
Got it?
sir.
Okay. Let's come to the last question for this passage. Which of the following would be most probable assumption of the argument? Are you sure, Rini?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay. Getting different answers. B, C, D. Why not A, by the way? Okay, and B, fine. Most probable assumption of the argument means like what author assumed. What author assumed, we have to say. The author is
So
clearly
the
saying, yeah,
critique or the author of the book?
critics we haven't talked about. Critics not mentioned there, na?
No, so the critique who is writing the para, or we have to see from the point of view of the author.
Okay, let's go easy. Assumption of the argument. Whose argument mentioned in the passage? Critic or author?
Author.
I mean, author of this novel or author of this argument, author of this passage.
The author of the passage.
Correct. So we have to go with author of the passage assumption.
Okay, so
So guys, C cannot be the answer. Let me tell you why. Because C is a very extreme answer. When we talk about most probable assumption means like we are not sure 100%. In that case, we can't mark an answer which talks about very extreme choices. So keep C away. D says occasional complaints has no value in the eye of literary critics. I don't know. You can decide with the rest three. Occasional complaint has no value in the eye of literary critics. From where it came? It came from here. However, other than an occasional complaint about self-indulgence, such slings and arrows were surprisingly absent from the scholarly commentary upon the novel. So he's saying that yes, some occasional complaints came up about this novel, but apart from that, nothing came up. They are saying that from that point of view, that occasional complaint has no value in the eye of literary critics. And B says, due to paucity of the knowledge, no one understood infinite zest. So this is not the assumption. This is what author is trying to define. Author is trying to say, right? So ultimately, a sentence left, which says he was a brilliant novelist. He has written there. It would be expected that a novel by a figure as controversially brilliant and difficult as this person. So now tell me what shall be the answer where you can say this is for sure matching as per the assumption. So the answer has to be A, everybody. A is the right answer. Understood?
yes, sir.
Right. Enjoy doing this passage?
Yes, sir. It was challenging.
Yes, sir.
This one.
Right. It's challenging. Great. But still, my argument stays.
So after this one also.
Yes, because this was not in my evidences. My evidence was talking about to the previous 15 questions and 3 passages. It was not based on this one. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, until you guys break next time. Okay, everybody. So I hope you must have enjoyed the session and understood how we have to deal with the questions, where we have done some medium, some easy, and some difficult passages. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.